Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to Rap on iOS. And today we're taking a look at the Stream Deck by Elgato and why it is one of the most important pieces of gear in my studio. So grab your ankles, let's go. Yeah. Hello, and welcome to the show. As I press my Stream Deck button, I'm Jade. Press the button, and now I hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the show. We're going to be talking about the Stream Deck. I'm super excited. I love the freaking Stream Deck. It is one of the things that I purchased a long time ago. It was a risk. I bought it and thought, this is like $300 I can't afford right now, but this is just going to save so much time. And time is money. Money is time. And to save time, it costs money sometimes. But there's things that you buy and you have regrets over straight away or within a very short period of time and go, man, that $300 was a donkey. Why did I bother? Well, Elgato have continued on their path, transforming the Stream Deck into many different variations. And it just keeps growing as a tool, allowing you to do so many things. I'm barely going to be able to cover half of the stuff that this thing does, but I'll show you definitely how I use it and how the software works and the different models that there are, so you can make an informed decision on if it's something that you need. Remember, this isn't a tool that you need just for streaming. Even though it's called the Stream Deck, it's used for so many things. I could, in fact, set a button on this thing, and just so you know, we've got an extra camera going on today. Oh yeah, we've got it all happening. Look at this. We've got the Stream Deck camera. So this is the Stream Deck. And this is my panel here that I use on the show every day. We're using it right now. Before you saw me put up the tag or make myself zoom in. See this plus button here? Watch in the bottom corner here. There you go. And we back out that way. So this is the trick. That's it. We've got a plus and a minus. That's it. Doink, doink, doink. So much fun to have with this sucker. I've got audio settings. I've got all the camera angles up here. I can drop myself from the camera, yoink, and I'm gone. I can bring myself back at any time. There are so many things, and you can have multiple pages of this stuff. I've even got the weather going on over here. I can see it's wow, it's 4 degrees right now in where I'm at. That's terrible. That's disgusting. I can run an ad if I want. Right now on the on this show, I can, the little dollar sign that's connected to my YouTube, I can run an ad and we're off. And it's just pretty wild. But we're going to get into it. Let's say hello to you all. I see you all there hanging out. Thank you for joining me here today. Thomas Christ, as always, he's up next with You Rock, baby. All right. I'm playing Inspector Clouseau. We've got to go through working out who everyone is. I know that's Justine because you make me sick. And I love music. The great tag. Rise of Dark Leela, great show. I was listening along and setting up a little camera here, so I wasn't in the chat. Doug is joining us on the show tomorrow. If you didn't know, Doug Kidder, he's an awesome musician, and guess what? He is going to hang out with me tomorrow here on the show. Boom! And we're going to find out more, listen to his music and all that jazz, so I hope you can join us tomorrow on the show. Who else do I see? Anyone else? Jamie Lynn. It's Exit and Owen into the room. Brad Example is X and Owen into the room. It's X and O's all rounds. Thomas is working like a slave over here doing all this stuff. These are the things you can do to help out. If you are a patron, by the way, check your messages. I know I was a little bit late, but you all got your things. We had some trouble. So if you're watching on the replay too, thanks for watching and thanks for hanging out, supporting this channel, and leave a like and do all the fancy stuff that helps the algorithm and all that magic. So the Stream Deck, let's get into first the different models because it can be very, very confusing. When I first got my Stream Deck, there were basically 2 models. There was like the regular one and there was this big one right here. This big old chunky XL, which has 32 buttons. Yeah, 32 buttons. Oh, and I thought that's way too much, but it actually is not enough. I could have more buttons up the wazoo if I really want to. Gary Hubs is in the house as well. Let's bounce. I'm going to use my iPad for this. So we're just heading over to the Amazon store for Elgato, and these are your models. So the newest one is this Stream Deck Plus. So you can see it's much more fancier than the one I have here. It's got 8 buttons, and remember, like, you can set folders in these, and then it opens up to more buttons, and then you can have arrows to go to another page. You can have multiple pages. So just the 8 buttons is not, that's all you get, right? We've got touch screen now stuff. We've got dials. So the Stream Deck Plus is a bit fancy, and having dials and stuff would be pretty cool, but you know. The other one, I love this one. I always wanted one of these. This is a Stream Deck pedal, right? So you put it on the floor, you get 3 buttons, 3 foot pedals, one in the middle, one on each side, and you just set your whatever you want. So I could set it to a camera change, and every time I click with my foot, it's going to change scenes. You can set it to anything. You wait till you see the software. I'm telling you, you can set it to anything you fucking like. It's amazing. The Stream Deck 2, so this is the Stream Deck Mark 2. Now, some of these new devices, they've released them again, and they have a new scissor key function like the MacBooks have with the scissor keys, because the buttons on these have been around for a long time. They're a bit stodgy and a bit clicky, so people have been wanting different buttons. So there are different models now for this with the scissor keys. This is the one I have, the Stream Deck XL. We also have the Stream Deck Mini here, which I have just recently got my hands on. There it is. Look at this little one. It's so cute. It's so I got this for my iPad because recently Elgato have just dropped an SDK for this, and you're going to start seeing apps incorporating Stream Deck powers into it. So imagine this on an iPad and just being able to flick through. If you're recording in Logic and you're able to like just cut and paste, do a split, which you can do all that stuff, because these things not only send messages to, do functions and stuff like that, they also send MIDI. I know, right? What can't they do? It is just unbelievable. So the Stream Deck Mini, these things are only like $50 US. There's the Stream Deck Plus. Let's scroll to the bottom and you'll get to see all of them. There is another one. This is the Stream Deck Neo. This one's only $100. So you get a bit of, it's pretty slick. I wish it came in black. I haven't seen a black one. It might come in black. So you got the time and date and stuff on it, and the buttons. So they're quite sexy. $99. The new Elgato Plus. These are US prices. What happened there? $179 for the newest Plus. You got $129 for the regular Stream Decks. I think this is a scissor key one. Anyway, this is my one. $211 for this, so around $300 Australian. This is the Mini, which is $57 US, and the pedal, which is $89. So there's your range. The link that I've put in the top of the chat will take you here to their Amazon page and all that fancy stuff. Or you can come over here to gear.howtoapponios.com, and this is my gear guide, and this has all the stuff I virtually own. And if you scroll down far enough, you will find the Elgato Stream Deck, and you can click, where is it? There it is there. You can use my link if you'd like. There's Amazon links down here, and they break off a tiny portion and send it to me. That's completely up to you. I'm not here shilling that. I want to tell you about the fucking Stream Deck, because I can't live without this thing. If it's off on the blink, or if it's gone, this show wouldn't exist. Trust me. So firstly, there are a few different types, and the first one I want to cover is the one that you have right now in your pocket. This one right here. So this is available on the iOS App Store right now for absolutely $0. If we come over here and type in Stream Deck in our search bar, and this is for Android and iOS. There we go, Stream Deck mobile version. So you can download this straight away on the mobile for absolutely free. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I think I've got it here on my phone. Let's just do an overhead shot for you. Boom. So I've got it here on my phone. We're going to open it up for the first time. I've just reinstalled it, kind of thing. The limitations of the Stream Deck on the phone. So you see here it goes, let's get started. Yeah, just let me make sure I'm on the same Wi-Fi network. because you'll need to be on the same Wi-Fi network as the computer it's connecting to. Yeah, that's an essential thing because this is over Wi-Fi. Many of you may have used this before in the past. Maybe Thomas, do you use the phone one? I think you do. Can't remember. So there we go. So open Stream Deck, continue. It's going to look for my computer. There's my computer. It's found it straight away. It said, here's a code. Trust the computer. I'll show you. See, we're over here now, trusting the computer. Okay. And now my phone should be connected. Says it's connected. Are we good? Yes. So let's pop back over here. Look. And here is a mini Stream Deck. Look at that. So you get 6 buttons for absolutely free. So you can use this as you want. You got pages. So you can still have multiple pages, but you only get 6 on each page. But still, that is, and you can see the rest of them are all locked, up to you. And to use this, there is a subscription. I think the plan is, let's have a look. So you get a month trial and then $29 a year. And I think there is like a one-off price of like $49 or something like that. And you own it on your phone. So you don't even need a freaking Stream Deck, and you can basically, I'll just show you. We'll come over here to the desktop. We got the right buttons. Desktop. So yeah, this is the software, and you can see it gives you a mirror image of your Stream Deck. So this is my Stream Deck that I'm using to do the show. But if I come over here and where are we? We're looking for XL up the top corner. Stream Deck Mobile. There's my little mobile thing. So I have access to all of the cool stuff that you can drag and drop. Like I can grab a little button from over here like stream. And this is how you fill your little sections. And if I open back up the Stream Deck app, if it will let me, just do it. You can see immediately that little app has been added now to this little section that I just dragged across. So you can do it for free right now using the Stream Deck app for absolutely free from Elgato. Let's move that back and come over to our desktop and start looking at the software. So I'm just going to come over here and switch back to my XL. You can have in here, just to kick off, multiple Stream Decks. So you can have multiple different looks and stuff like that. Now, they just did an update, which is pretty cool. It just dropped yesterday. This has been in beta for a little while, so this just dropped. Let's show you some of the new things that they just dropped because it's pretty cool. So the new Stream Deck 7.0 allows you now to have a virtual Stream Deck. Now, the way this works is if you own a physical Stream Deck, you have to own one of these for this to work. Excuse me. For this to work, you need to purchase a physical device. And then when you come over to the settings and you choose one of these, you choose either your mobile or your device, you'll notice down the bottom there's this new section that says Add Virtual Device. And this, look at that. This adds a brand new little virtual device that you can customize to your, whatever you want. You can come in here, make it how many rows you want. We can make it bigger. We can make it smaller. We can make it whatever we want. We can make a virtual, full, gigantic one over here and start dragging stuff in. And I can move this around on my computer, make it disappear. Plus, at the same time, while this is working, I can still have working my other Stream Deck. So things are still connected here. So I can turn off a light and I could still have a whole new palette of things on my desktop that I can drag around and move wherever I want. Pretty damn cool, yeah? And why have they added this? Well, some people do live streaming and use their Stream Deck, but they travel and they don't want to pack in a huge Stream Deck and carry it around. Well, this virtual Stream Deck works even if your Stream Deck isn't connected. So you could go away, stay somewhere, and just break out the virtual Stream Deck and not have to carry around a piece of equipment, which is going to save a lot of room in people's travel bags. The only rule with this is your Stream Deck needs to be plugged in every 30 days. After 30 days, it will disappear and you'll have to plug in to remind it that you own a Stream Deck. So there you go. That is the virtual Stream Deck over here, and you can, the settings are just wild. You can come in and have it dynamic, so it only appears when you click on something, then it disappears, and you scroll over it. You've got how many rows, appearance, key size. You can come in, change the size of it, the opacity, the background. You can make it clear. You can mess around with it and do whatever you want. Hello, Tremor Bear. Good to see you. So pretty cool. And if I want to get out of this, I can just come back to my Stream Deck XL, and you'll notice that's still open. So really, I could come over here and just turn it off for now. Let's just make it off, or I could just remove it. There you go. It's just hidden away now, and we're back to the regular Stream Deck. So how does this Stream Deck work? How do you get things onto the actual device? No, you don't have to have a full-size Stream Deck. Any Stream Deck, even this little thing here that's $57, and you will get access to the virtual Stream Deck. So any physical device you buy, plug it in, set it up, download the software, make sure it's 7.0, and you will have a virtual one also, as well as your little... I love this one. It's so cute. It's so cute. I think it's awesome. And yeah, this thing works. So if I do a swipe on my iPad, just give me a second, Elgato Stream Deck Connect. So this is the software for the iOS device. Oh yeah, I've got to reconnect my thing. Go. I've got it connected, bitch. Why are you not showing up? Hang on. Stream Deck Connect. Oh, I got to turn on the Stream Deck thing, don't I? Let's do that. Let's come over here, Stream Deck Connect. I've got to go to settings. I've got to make sure this is turned off and then turned back on. Enable. There we go. So now we should hopefully not see it. I shouldn't have unplugged it yesterday. That was a dick move. But it works. You've seen it on another stream anyway. I love when things go wrong, which is more and more every day. Let's get over here to the software. So, hello. Who am I missing? Ed Boo Metal. Hope you got my message. Good stuff. Let's get over here. This is the software. So I've got dual cams here, so you can see multiple things. We've got our Stream Deck here, but let's go full screen for now and show you what's going on. So this is my Stream Deck. This is the layout. You can see this is my title screen. So this is my main camera. iPad camera, so everything's named what everything is. I can turn off lights here. These two are lights. These two make my cameras disappear, zoom in. I've got some scrolling options here. This is for when I'm using my teleprompter and I'm reading the prompt. I can actually click the pause button while I'm reading off the prompter in front of me. I can turn off the prompter. There's folders, so I can double click and put things in folders. So trust me, you can just hide stuff everywhere. And even if I go back and this little arrow here, this will take you to my next page. I can put another arrow here if I want by doing this, plus, and now we got a third page. You can add, I'm not sure how many, I think it's 8 pages, probably more. Who knows these days? The software just keeps getting better and better. And you can just fill this up full of things, yeah? So it's really, really, really cool. Let's show you how to move things on here. I've got a few things already on here to mess about with, but the way it works is you have a store. Oh, firstly, before we get into doing that, g'day Costa. These are my scenes, and this is where you can have multiple scenes set up. So you can see here, it says how to app show daily, how to app creative, how to app Patreon, how to app opening hour, how to app rant, how to app interview. These are all different setups. And if I click on one of them, like say the interview, the setup is completely different because I don't need all the cameras that I would normally use. So I've got a few blank buttons here. And then if I come back to today's show, get back to the front. So I have different profiles for different shows. And all I need to do is just load up a show in OBS and then match the show with my Stream Deck, and all the buttons will correspond for that particular show. So you can get really down and dirty. You can create, edit profiles, have multiple profiles on here with multiple shows going on. So it's very, very deep. Let's say that. It's super, super deep. Yeah, I have barely explored half of the stuff that is in here. So let's move on over to these sections up the top here. So you've got some notifications. Whenever you install something, you'll get a notification that it's been installed. We have a marketplace here, which we're going to delve into as well, which is mostly free. Then we have our settings. Let's talk about settings. Can I make it bigger? Yeah, I can. I can drag the settings a little bit so you can see. I can only make it longer. So these are the settings for your Stream Deck. You've got the choice of loading up whichever one. So you can load up your Stream Deck, virtual Stream Deck, and forget it if you want to get rid of it. So you got your normal Stream Deck here. So these are your, generals over here. So you can do an update from here, update your software, all that kind of stuff. Devices are here. You can decide the brightness of the buttons. Yeah, so I can turn those up and down. Let me show you that in real time. Boom. So we can change the brightness of the buttons up and down. I like them about middle kind of there. So there is that. You can add a screensaver to this. So after so many minutes, it will go off and you'll get to see a little screensaver. Because remember, these are RGB lights and they're animated. You can put animated GIFs in here. So you can put in a short 5-second animated GIF of a cartoon character dancing around. These buttons are super powerful, right? So I have a very boring setup at the moment, just because I have so many templates, and you know, I could make it look more beautiful, but it is what it is. You'll see lots of gamers using this and have bright, colorful things that are animated. So there's that. Let's bounce back over here to the full screen. This is my account. So this is where you can actually attach. I've got my YouTube account attached here. So every time I'm on a stream, I can use the YouTube Connect and run ads. I can do comments from the Stream Deck. I know, right? It's bonkers. You got plugins next, and these are all the things I have added. So I've got an audio switch section, camera hub, clocks, control center, OBS, volume controllers, weather, and YouTube. And you can change the style of the text that goes. So you can change the fonts, change your fonts, change the boldness, where it sits in the middle or lower on the keys, just so you see. If you can have the writing at the bottom or the writing at the top or in the middle of the keys. So much customization. It is just literally bonkeroonies. Hello, Rachel. Have I missed anyone while I'm yammering? I'm trying to get as much as I can into this demo as possible because there just is so freaking much. Let's come back over here. So that's your Stream Deck preferences. Now let's get into the meat of how this works. So we'll go to a clear page. We've got this page 3 here with nothing in it. Over to the side, you have this little toolbar, and this has all of the things that you can add. So when you first load it up, there's a whole lot of basic things like, well, these are not basic. These things are called multi-actions. Now, all these can be dropped down and made open so you can see what's inside. These are crazy. These are multi-actions. Let's start with a multi-action, shall we? This is amazing. I'm going to drag this one. I think this is the one. Is that it? No, that's not the one I want. That's the multi-action. Let's so yeah, with this one, you can have multiple things happen. So this can send an action and then send another action. Now you can chain actions, and it's ridiculous. Actually, we won't start with this one because we're not going to get that deep. To delete something, see how I've added this on here. You can move these around wherever you want. Move them to another space if you want. Drag them over the arrow here, and it'll take you to the next page, and you can move them there. You can put them in a folder if you want. Drop them in a folder, hold it over the folder, and it will go there. Hold it back, and it will take you out. You can move these things wherever the freak you like. You want to remove them, right-click. You can copy, and then you can paste them anywhere you want. So you can make duplicates if you want. It's so easy to move this stuff around. It is just ridiculous. We'll delete these. You can even come down here when you click on one and add your own images. So you can set an image from file. Let's go here, find a picture of Tremor Bear from when I interviewed him, and we'll put Tremor Bear on the button. Look at that. Tremor Bear's got his own button. How cool is that? So As I said, they can be animated GIFs, whatever you like. We've got our Tremor Bear button. You can come over reset to default if you want, and it'll just go back to the original image. You can create a new icon. This will open up a new page. There is from their website, a full icon customizing page where you can start from scratch, choose logos of your own making, come in here, choose from stuff that is available for free, change colors. Look, it's wild. You can compose and build your own key modes in here and your own wallpapers behind the key modes. It's just crazy the amount of stuff you can do with this, or you can even just come up here and leave it as it is. Open from the Stream Deck icon library or create a new. If you do this, this will give you all the icons in a little open up section. This is where you'll find icons that you download from the store. Like I downloaded this collection called Blade, and I can take like this little Facebook, tap it, and you got these cool themed buttons that you can add, folders, so many icons, Elgato, YouTube, all your favorite streaming stuff, because that's what it's for. Or you get a whole bunch of stuff preloaded in here. So a whole lot of stuff from Elgato. And what's that? There's 140 in this one. There's like 42 in this one. These are brand icons. So these are pretty cool too. Quickly put in an Instagram one if you want, or an Apple logo. Completely up to you. And then you have like 214 legacy items that you can pick from. But wait, there's more, because you can go to the store and even buy freaking more. It's just bonkers. So let's talk about some keys here. Is this this one is brand new. So in their update, they just dropped. This is called Key Logic. And when you drop it on, it gives you this. What is this, I hear you say? Well, let's show you. I'm going to come over here to my other buttons, and let's grab this weather button. Hang on, let's do this. Come over here. I'm going to copy this desktop, and we'll come back. And in here, I'm going to paste in the single press this one. Then I'm going to bounce back. Right, we'll bounce back over here. And I'm going to grab this time. G'day, Jerry Gomes. I see you sneaking in. I'm going to grab this one here and copy it. Make sure I copied it. And pop back over. And in here for double press, I'm going to paste this in here. And let's do one more. We'll come back. And we'll grab this one that we're currently on, yeah? And we'll double back. And for the third, this is a great option to have here. I'm going to hit paste. And now this is a triple action button. Oh my God, I've wanted this for so long. So if I come over here to the camera, let me do this. Show you close up the beast. So, and now if I tap once, tap twice, hold down. So you've got a single tap, double tap, and a hold, and bang. You are flicking between 3 different sets, all with one button. This changes so much, because it just means I'm going to have less buttons now on the Stream Deck that do so much. There's 2 buttons on my Stream Deck that I use the most, and that's my front camera when I'm full screen, and the view of me and the iPad. So to be able to just tap and double tap, that is going to change a whole lot of things. But let's get back over here. I can just hold down now, can't I? We're good. So multiple things. You've got things like navigation. You can create folders. I can drag one of these in here. This is now a folder that I can tap on and put things in. You've got next page, previous page, switch profiles, page indicators. You've got soundboard stuff like play audio, stop audio. So if you've got a track, you can put in it. If I drag this in, I can put this play audio button here and look at the options it gives you. You can title it, add a file in here, a play stop button, the volume, the output, where it goes to in your computer or on your stream or on your roadcaster. That is just bonkers. And every time I would hit that button, that's how I used to run the show before I got the Stream Deck. That's how I would use all the sound effects and stuff, just with these sound buttons. Super cool. We have timers. You can drag a timer in here. You can see here, it's got a duration. It can connect to whatever you want. Connection. So this will, for when you're streaming. You got toggle virtual Stream Deck. So you can add this in here. Hotkeys, websites. So you could drag in this one, put in a website. Every time you tap that button, it's going to open up that website. You can do chaining in here. Let's just talk about this for a second. There are the first button I loaded in, you can do chains. So just imagine this. I'm not going to do this. It takes a long time to set up. But say you get up each day and you had to stream you want a simple solution. You could put in one button key. Basically, when you press it, it would open Chrome. Then it would open StreamYard. Then it would open in another tab, YouTube Creator Studio. And you would be virtually ready in one press just to go streaming. You could actually have chains of like 30 different things that all take place. Your email opens, your sound card changes to this, and it all runs in one button press. It's that nuts if you really want it to be that nuts. I swear to God, it is so bonkers. Let's get back over here to this page we're just dragging buttons on. Hotkey switches, you can create hotkeys, open applications. So look at this one. This is open application. You can choose, go through any administrative tools, anything, calculators, all this kind of, look, I'm just going to go through. This is on my computer. Anything that's installed on my computer. Road Central app. Bang, there we go. So now every time I click on this button, the Road Central app will open and a long press will quit. You can actually decide what you want a long press to do and what you want a single press to do. Bonkers, ridiculous. Hopefully you're starting to see text, even this kind of shit. I can, every time I press this, I could have a piece of text that comes on that I can just fill in anywhere. I press that button, I'm in, say, an email, I hit that button, it's my tag, Jade Starr at whatever, my email address. It has all that info just from that press. Use it anywhere you want. Even things like copy, cut, paste, you can do as well. So there's one of their new buttons they just dropped is this button here. This is the hotkey button. How cool is this? So I've got one already set up and it's set to copy, right? So I can come in here and set copy. And now every time I press this button, it will copy whatever I have selected or like a picture in a folder or text I have selected. I just come over, press the key on my, and then I can come over here in this one and choose presets, paste. And there's my copy paste sitting right there on my Stream Deck to just go. It is ridiculous how amazing. You're going to hear me say this over and over again, how good it is. The copy paste, yeah, it's too good, too good. Let's get back. We're on the right page. We're all good. Audio devices. You can toggle audio devices. This one I have on my Stream Deck. So you can come in here and look at this. You can switch between audio devices. So I normally have mine set for the Rodecaster for when I am live. And then I switch it back to my computer speakers when I'm not using Nutsaroo. Again, any of these you just want to get rid of, you can just delete, get rid of them. They're gone and all happy. Camera hub. This is how I use my camera, zooming in. You can set the camera. You've got clocks. This is a brand new one they've just added. This is clocks. You can see it up the top there. It's got my world time, London. When you tap on it, you get a different, you can pick a whole bunch of countries. You have your normal time. Control centers, OBS. Look at all the stuff in OBS. So you can do sources, scenes, profiles, scene collections. You can actually start streaming from here. You've got volume centers, weathers, YouTube. So you can send a chat message from here. If I click and drag this in here, this is a YouTube chat. You can put in a message from this button that you want to put in every day. Decide which stream you want to go. So it's connected. I can say this live stream right now. I can come in here and put in hello. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see if it does. Yeah, so we've put that in. It's all good. Can I press the button and will we get a chat? It says it did it. Oh, look, it worked. Look at that. Absolutely, Denise. You know, and I haven't even touched on that. Think about people with, you know, vision impaired people, this kind of stuff. You could set the colors and icons so it would be ideal for your vision or whatever kind of assistance you need. It's going to save a lot of time for a lot. I can't believe that actually worked. I think that's the first time I got that to work. Hello, Rhett. What's going on? Yes, we're finally doing the Stream Deck show. So, can you get more? I'm glad you asked, because you absolutely can get so much more. This is the marketplace up here. You'll need to have an account, of course. You click on it, it opens up the marketplace, and this is just wild. So you have plugins, you have icon sets, profiles. So these profiles, these are full layouts, yeah? Absolutely full layouts. Now, don't just think small. Right, we're talking very small at the moment. My Stream Deck is mostly just connected to OBS. You can set this up, and there are packs for this and everything in, I don't know, Pro Tools. You can, let's see, do we have anything for Logic? If we type Logic Pro, what do we got, baby? That didn't work. Here we go. Icons, look at these. Logic Pro icons, Logic Pro audio deck. Logic Pro profile pack. Now, not all these are free, as you can see. So there are companies out there like this Sideshow Effects who do charge for these. But people are making them as well. So you could use this for, is there a Reaper? I don't know. Let's have a look. Is there a Reaper one? You would have to think Reaper. Boom. So any audio DAW that you have, anything you've got running in your audio software, Photoshop. Photoshop, I hear anyone? Photoshop? Boom, let's go. Photoshop, g'day, Falcro. Photoshop, these are free. Look at this, Adobe Photoshop. So these, you just download them, and all these buttons are gonna match up where you're gonna get. Let's grab it, because it's free. So you just grab it, hit get, it'll start downloading, and then you'll get this pop-up, which will bounce you back to your Stream Deck, and you wait a second, give it a second, and in a sec, you'll see up the top, it'll say installed. It's installing at the moment, I do believe. And once it's done, we'll get a little message. There you go. Adobe installed, ready to go. Let's make this full screen so you can see. And if we scroll the bottom, look at all these Adobe Photoshop settings. Undo, redo, play, action, layer control, select tool. It's nuts. It really, really is nuts. Mix Club says, I also use the slideshow effects. It all has crazy MIDI setup. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get into MIDI today and all of that. I don't have it connected to anything like that, but hotkeys, all just put it with multiple hotkeys for MIDI. You imagine the kind of stuff you could do where you could set up multiple chains where it creates a new track, arms the track. It does all the things, chooses the right input, and all in a multiple take, and you're just ready to go. I know it kind of sounds lazy, but hey, efficiency is a thing. It's just a beautiful thing. So it's that easy to install these things. And again, you just drag them across. Most of them have their own color sets and everything like that. So if we do the layer control, drag this across, they got their own little colors. You can come in and change the name of them, change the title. It currently says Photoshop's not running. So it realizes when Photoshop is running. So if I don't have OBS open, a lot of the buttons on my Stream Deck won't actually be working. Come over here. So a lot of them, like this one is currently grayed out at the moment slightly because I don't have on my teleprompter, which is up here that I'm looking into every day, I don't have it set up to teleprompt. So there's no scroll pause. So this is a play pause button. So when I'm reading into the teleprompter, let me go full screen so you can see, I can just slow it down, start it again, and I don't have to break my concentration from the screen. I mean, that's what one of the main things is with these, especially for streaming. You can keep a hand sitting right here and a hand here or whatever, and you get muscle memory. You know what it's like. These things get total muscle memory. And this thing is a beast, right? This is the biggest one. Most people don't need this, yeah? It comes with a back plate as well, which magnets on. So you can have it flat on the desk as well. This magnetizes on. and the cable runs up the middle. It's kind of interesting how the cable runs through the back. So you're never just going to pull it out. You're never going to slip, knock it off the table and knock the cable out. That's never going to happen. Trust me on that. We'll come back over here. There you go. So, yeah, where else are we going with this? Let's go back to the marketplace because there's so much fun stuff on the marketplace. Let's do that. Boom. Hit the right button. Yay! Marketplace. Adobe Photoshop Marketplace is added. Thank you so much. So, plugins. Let's just have a look. See what they're offering from the top. Volume controller. G'day, Mark Bro. Volume controller, OBS Studio, so Discord. So hey, if you are a Discord user and you're on, or you can have set this up. There's so many Discord things. It's wild. Voice mod, if you use that software, Elgato Control Center, Spotify integration. So you can integrate it into your Spotify. You may be doing a live stream. You want music in the background. You can control Spotify from your Stream Deck. Even something like this, CPU. This has a whole lot of options for monitoring your CPU through a stream. How is the computer handling the stream? How is the strength of the stream? All that information in these tiny little animated buttons. This is the YouTube one that I have. The audio switcher, I have this one as well. If we keep going down, you just see Elgato's wavelength, Twitch tools, speed test, clocks, Streamlabs. There's so many companies that are involved in this. This Stream Deck thing has been around. Even Hue lights, like I have my lights set up to my Stream Deck. So when I press the button, I've got a light assigned to each button and I can just turn those off at any time. So all the lighting and stuff, cameras, Elgato cameras, batteries. It's so bonkers. TikTok. And it just keeps going and going and going. And there, as I said, there's a lot of paid ones also. But for the most part, I think you're going to find a lot of stuff in here is absolutely free around all this section because obviously companies want you to download their stuff. Windows actions. Look at this. So in the Windows actions, you've got perform any Windows action with Windows IDs. I'm telling you guys. File names. You can decide to just open a specific file each time. It is just off the freaking chain. Let's go back and show you some other things you can load in here. So this is the Elgato Marketplace. Now, these two things, G'day Hue, are going to be gone soon, unfortunately. It looks like here sounds will be removed from the Marketplace on November 15, 2025. You get access to all their sound banks. Now, this ain't just like, you can see here, they're all from Storyblocks. This is all content, ID free sounds. So this is, can we play any of these? Let me see if I got sound going. Hey, oh, that was a whoosh. Oh, I've got the wrong speakers set up. There we go. And just download them. There's a download button, bang. And you can then put them in your Stream Deck if you want. You can then put them maybe in your Rodecaster, whatever you want. They're yours. But it says here, so they're changing this. After this, you'll no longer be able to download them or use them within live streams or new projects. We're working hard to bring you something better. So yeah, there was word about this happening. It looks like they're investing in a whole new system, which is very exciting. And I'm sure it's going to be just as good because there's even music here as well. So if you were looking for music that is content ID free and you're kind of sick of using the YouTube stuff from the creator page, from your YouTube channel, well, this is happening, but also this is changing in November 15 as well. But it's very exciting because I'm sure what they're going to release is going to be just as cool. Screensavers. They have a whole bunch of free screensavers for your Stream Deck because you can choose to have it go off. Look at this, Pac-Man animated screensavers. Of course, some of them are going to cost because they have given people the tools to customize this to how you want it. It's your Stream Deck. You customize it your way, you do it your way, and that's really fun in my opinion. If you have Storyblocks, you can export them, I imagine. No, no. All you need to. So basically, the way the system is at the moment with this, from what I know, is that Storyblocks have given Elgato an amount of songs and sound effects that you can use from within the Elgato marketplace. But outside of that, this wouldn't be the same as other stuff that is in Storyblocks. It wouldn't be the full Storyblocks library. I would say it would be licensed just to Elgato. I would say their license is running out, and they're coming up with an alternative going forward. There are bundles. You can just select free to find out all the free ones here. You got Pride screensavers. You got everything, and it's just as easy. Let's find one to download. Shall we do a Pride one? Why not? Let's grab it, download it. Did I get it? Oh, download. So these are a little bit different. They actually download to your downloads folder, and you can go in there and then use that as a screensaver in the section. I mean, if you have Storyblocks subscription, you make sense, and then use them. Yeah. All right. Where's my Storyblocks? Here. Why am I talking about this? Over here. So you should be able to. I haven't added a wallpaper before, so I'm not sure where to do it. I'm guessing in the settings, I would say, general devices, screensaver. So yeah, you can come in here and image from file. I don't know where it put my thing. It didn't put it. Where did it put it? Didn't download it. I don't know where it went. Where'd it go? Did it download? Oh, it's in a zip file. That's why. Hey. Let's do that. Unzip it. Boink. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, there's a whole heap of them. So you get a whole bunch of them in here. Well, that's pretty nifty. There you go. Let's bounce back over to my Stream Deck. How long we got to go? We've got 12 minutes. What more can I show you from the marketplace? Bounce back over here to our marketplace. And yes, did we cover icons? I think we covered icons. Look at the icons, man. I want this one so bad. This is the animated GIF one. It looks like it's arcade games. It's going to download. And now you should wait a second, and you'll see up the top here, it'll install and we'll be ready to go. Let me have a drink of coffee. Yeah, look, the thing is, think outside the box. Elgato have their whole design philosophy for this is, there you go, it's now installed. So I should be able to go over to icons, wherever they are. Where did I say they were? So let's skip over here, and we'll just drag something in like this source visibility. And I should be able to tap and open my Stream Deck library. Close this blade one, and there is my animated pack. And look at these. What have we got going on? So you can see them all glistening and animating and doing their thing. Let's grab this one. Is there a cool Pac-Man one that's, oh, look at them. So this is Outrun. Look at that. Wicked. I'll come back over to the actual Stream Deck. There we go. Now, oh, it's not loading. Why is it not loading? Where's my little image that I loaded in there? Oh, there's a little unicorn. There we go. So there's my button. And look, it's animating. It's literally animating. It is a scene from Outrun, the old Sega video game. Damn cool. So the ability to come in here and fuck with the Stream Deck to these levels is just wild. Let's get back over here to our main section. Is there anything else? Just let me check and make sure there's nothing else I needed to go through. We'll just bounce back over to the marketplace. Boom. And as I said, we covered this earlier. You've got if you own a solid, purchased piece of kit from Stream Deck. Then you have access to the virtual Stream Deck, which you can run. They just dropped version 7 today. So here's the new update for Stream Deck. So it's 7.0. And what are some of the other things? So we already covered the key logic button, which gives you 3 button presses within one thing. The weather icon, which I already have on my Stream Deck, which shows you your weather today. And it gives you a 2-day forecast ahead, which is pretty damn cool. Whole bunch of improvements they have added as well. Hotkey presets. So their hotkeys have been updated. Let's see if I can refresh this and get this image up. It was here before. Without needing to specify an exact key. So copy paste, we covered that. That's the new copy paste button. So you're able to do that. The thing is just deep, deepity deep. And I can't stress how much it has literally changed everything I do here on the channel. And is it for everybody? Absolutely not. Is it something that could help you? Yes. I would suggest before laying down the money, as I said in the beginning of the show, downloading the free app for your Android or your iOS device and download the software wherever you're streaming to and connect it and mess around with it on your phone because it's free to mess around with. You get 6 buttons to dick around with. You can pay the $49 once-off payment to unlock all buttons and you can just make it how big you want. It also works on iPad as well. I began using that when I first started doing this show and I just couldn't get my head around it because I need some kind of tactile button. It's great on a phone, but having nothing that clicks back to you just was not working for me. So that's when I decided to get a physical one and I could not go back to using the phone ever again. But again, we'll just cover lastly, before I dump you all over at Thomas's, just to let you know which ones we have here, the ones, because obviously I only have 2 of them. Boom! So again, this is the Neo. I think the Neo's pretty new. This one has 8 buttons and it has these touch capacitors on the side too. You have a look. These, you can run your finger up and down and they're like little touch capacitors that you just can swipe. So instead of dials, these are virtual capacitors. So, I mean, for the price, for 99 bucks, even this one, man, you know, trust me, here's the one thing a lot of people are going to fall into. They see the amount of buttons and go, oh, that's not enough buttons for me. You can create folders. It's just another click away. And now because they have added these multi-tap buttons where you can have a single press, a double press, or a hold in one button, you can really streamline into a smaller device. I really thought getting this thing here was going to be a waste of time, but wow, it's so small and compact. And I've seen people have them like hooked under their desk, so their fingers are down here. I've seen people do so many different ways of them. Plus, if you're a massive power user, they also have these new ones, which are just basically a faceplate. And they've got rack mount ones as well. So see if I can find these before we go. Rack mount Stream Deck. These are for, you know, serious recording studios. As you can see by the price, these are Australian prices, just so you know. All right, don't lose your mind. I have to, it's $1,544 Australian. But look, they also sell them in rack mounts, right? So you imagine going into a place that has a whole bunch of these just rack mounted up, pretty wild stuff. Plus, they also sell just the flat tops now, and you can also get. Lastly, I'm not going to go through all the stuff. I mean, Elgato is just wild with their products. You can also get, if we bounce over here, as I showed you before with this, the back mount, you can also get back mounts that have HDMI ports, USB ports in the back. Oops, I'm hitting all the buttons. Yeah. With HDMI ports, it gets pretty wild. The Stream Deck range just continues to grow and grow and grow and get better and better and better. And the cost, the wild thing is you're only paying that one cost for the device and everything else you're getting is free and the continued updates are just Lovely. But yeah, this Elgato rack mount is pretty fucking expensive. So what's that? It's probably about $1,200 US, I would say. Probably about this price in Canada. So all of that. If you want to use, we'll get out of here now. I think, what's the time? All right, we got time to say goodbye. If you would like to support me, I have at my link here, which is gear.howtoappanios.com. This will take you to my gear guide, and you can see the Stream Deck here. I've got links to Amazon, US, UK, AU, and Canada, and they break off a small amount, really small, in these trying times, and they'll send me virtually nothing, but you can buy them from here. This is only the Stream Deck XL, if you're interested in that one, but yeah, any of the gear I have is all on here listed with affiliate links. That's completely up to you. I'm not selling that stuff. And yes, what Rhett says here, for me, the Stream Deck and my SSL and soft tube controllers, I'm loving it. This is the thing, like, you can connect it to so many different things. Your whole studio will just become controlled by Stream Decks, and I love it. Do I need another one? No. Do you need an XL? No. I would think any of the new cool ones with the dials or the capacitors, they're probably the way to go. I can see moving forward, it just feels like Elgato's going to go down that path more, with more dials, buttons. They've now got the scissor keys, and they're going to really expand on that with the touch screens. Sooner or later, it's going to be a combination completely of a touch screen, dials, and all that stuff. Yeah. So I've held off doing a show on this for ages because I think, not everybody's in my case, but not everybody needs to be in my case. I even took this out just lastly. I took this out the other day, connected it to my computer in the lounge room, had an extension for the USB cable, and just sat it there on my little table next to the couch, just with flicking tabs, to flick tabs between Chrome, so I could just not have to grab my mouse. Dynamite throw hello and goodbye, because I am leaving you in the capable hands of my dear friend Thomas Christ, and he is going to be helping you rock for the next million hours. And I'm going to dump you all over there because Thomas is awesome. Just remember, last thing, tomorrow we have a special guest on the show. It is Doug Kidder. He's joining us to hang out for a couple of hours, play some music, and hopefully, as always, have a few laughs. I don't know what's going on Friday. I'll let you know. There's something coming up. But this week, the Creative Hour is ready to go. If you haven't seen the comment, my posts on the channel, there's 4 styles of music. I think it's new metal, disco, jazz, and industrial. So go and choose. What am I going to have to do this weekend? All right, let's get out of here. I'll dump you at Thomas. Do things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. Stay awake, and let's go to Thomas. Let's urge.